Think of any Pokemon. Think of any Pokemon. It could be from the games, from the anime. It could even be your favorite Pokemon or something random. But think of any Pokemon that pops in your head. Alright, you have one in mind? Well, if you picked Oddish, you are out. You are out, you are out, you are out. And that is how you play the Pokémon Elimination Game. Welcome to the Pokémon Elimination Game. If you pick the same answer as me, then you lose. The rules are very simple. First, you can't look up the answer, so no help from Google, no help from anyone around you. 2, no takesies backsies. So once you have locked in an answer, you cannot change your Pokemon or your answer. 3, when you're out, you are still able to play the game. Just comment down below which answer or which question you got out on. I don't know how many more. Next one, no cheating. No cheating. And you can't say the same answer twice. You can't say the same answer twice. And lastly, you cannot say my own answer from a previous question. So, are you ready to play the Pokemon Elimination Game? We have 27 questions and I have them all written down in front of me, so I won't be changing my answer. So we will leave it up to Faith. Some of them I have picked multiple answers, so I have more tries to try to get you out because a lot of you have been very good at playing this game. So I wish you guys the best. Good luck. I hope you stayed to the end. Everyone loved my first couple elimination games, so here is another one. So sit back, relax. Maybe don't relax too much because you'll have to focus, and it will get harder and harder as each question goes. So good luck and welcome to the Pokemon Elimination Game. Our first question is, think of any Pokemon move. Think of any Pokemon move. I have 4 in mind, so I hope you don't get out in the first question, because that would be very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Alright, got your answer locked in? You only have to come up with one answer, but just make sure it's not the same one as mine. If you picked Thunderbolt, you're out. If you picked Defense Curl, you are also out. If you picked Razor Leaf, you're out. And if you picked Trick Room, you are out. So well done. If you didn't pick any of those 4, if you did, that is unfortunate. Let's move on to the next question. Think of a Pokemon that evolves twice. Think of a Pokemon that evolves twice. Got your answer locked in? If you picked Gibble, Squirtle, or Pichu, you are out. You are out. Alrighty, question 3. Think of a Pokemon that is mostly green. mostly green. Also, a disclaimer, I do apologize if I mispronounce some of the Pokemon names. I am still getting the hang of it. Alright, think of a Pokemon that is mostly green. There are hundreds of Pokemon, so surely you don't pick the same one as me. Alright, if you picked Sceptile, Tyranitar, or Rayquaza, you are out and eliminated from the game. Congratulations if you didn't pick those Pokemon. Feel free to also write down your answers in the comments below, because I love to read what you guys have chosen. Alright, next one. Think of a flying type Pokemon. Flying type. Flying type Pokemon. Is it your favorite flying type Pokemon? Or maybe your least favorite flying type Pokemon? Well, if you picked anything in Talonflame's evolutionary line, you are out, unfortunately. You are out. Alrighty, on to the next question. Think of a Pokemon from Generation 5. Generation 5. If you picked Zorua or Zorog, you are unfortunately eliminated. Think of any legendary Pokemon. Think of any legendary Pokemon. Do you have your whole answer locked in? Locked in. If you picked Kyogre or Groudon, you are out. You're out of the game. If you got out, feel free to keep playing, although you have unfortunately lost. You get a participation pass. Alright. Next question. Think of a Pokemon with horns or spikes. Think of a Pokemon with horns or spikes. Alright, got one in mind. Make sure you're not cheating. Make sure you're not looking it up. Make sure you're not asking someone nearby you for help. If you picked Nidoking, you're out. Nidoking. Alright, next one. Think of a Pokemon whose name starts with M. Also, look at my nails. I did it myself. So cute. Anyways, think of a Pokemon that starts with the letter M. If you picked, and I picked 3, there are 3 times to get you out. Wait, yeah, out. We have Mareep, Magikarp, or Machop. You are eliminated. Alright, next one. Think of a Pokemon from Generation 7. Generation 7. There are a lot of Pokemons in Generation 7, so I hope you don't pick the same one as me. If you picked Mimikyu, you're out. You are eliminated from the game. Alright, think of a Pokemon with a tail. Think of a Pokemon with a tail. Tail. Alright, you have one in mind? If you picked Flirtzel, you are out of the game. Let me know if you are enjoying this game so far and if you are confident in beating the game, because I'm confident that you aren't. Not a lot of people make it to the end, so good luck. Alright, think of a main series Pokemon game. Think of a main series Pokemon game. If you picked Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, you are out of the game. Out of the game. Out of the game. Alright. Next question. We're gonna go even harder on these questions. So I wish you good luck. Think of a Pokemon that lives in water. Think of a Pokemon that lives in water. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you picked this Pokemon, you are out of the game. Tortuga. You are out of the game. It's been great having you here, but unfortunately you did not make it till the end if you picked Tortuga. Alright, next one. Think of a Pokemon that stands on 2 legs. Think of a Pokemon that stands on 2 legs. Alright, you are eliminated if you picked anything in Cinderace's evolutionary line. Anything in Cinderace's evolutionary line. Alright, I hope I got a bit more of you guys there. If not, feel free to keep playing. The next one is think of a Pokemon that never evolves. Think of a Pokemon that never evolves. Alright, I have two answers. If you picked any of these two, remember you are out. If you picked Throw or Sulk, you are out of the game. Out of the game. Alright. Getting harder now. Think of a Pokemon that is mostly purple. Think of a Pokemon that is mostly purple. I have 3 answers. 3 times to get you out. If you picked Ghastly, you're out. If you picked Haunter, you're out. And Lastly, if you picked Gengar, you are out. You're out, out, out. Alrighty, how is everyone going? Have you been eliminated and are still playing the game? Or do you have a, what is it called when you haven't died yet? Are you still alive? I hope you guys are enjoying this. Alright, let's get into it. Think of any Pokeball. Think of any Pokeball. Think of any Pokeball. Pokeball, Pokeball. If you picked Love Ball, you are still in the game because I picked Dusk Ball. I picked Dusk Ball, so if you picked Dusk Ball, you are out. Alright, think of a Pokemon who starts and ends with the same letter. Think of a Pokemon whose name starts and ends with the same letter. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you picked Eevee, you are out. Eevee is one of my favorite Pokemon. So think of a Pokemon that can mega evolve. Think of a Pokemon that can mega evolve. If you picked Medicham, you are unfortunately out of the game. Unfortunately out of the game. Alright, let's speed things up a little bit, Let us do the next question, which is think of a named human character. Think of a named human character. Think. If you picked Nemona, you are out. You were eliminated from the game. Eliminated from the game. Alright, the next question. Think of a starter Pokemon. Think of a starter Pokemon. You have a couple of options here. Sir, what are the chances that I get you out? If you picked Oshawott, you are out. Oshawott. Alrighty. Let's do another question. Think of a gym leader. Think of a gym leader. Any gym leader. What are you thinking? If you picked Volkner, you are eliminated. Eliminated. Alright, I'm gonna do something that I haven't done yet in my Pokemon Elimination Game. But if you have somehow managed to get an answer technically correct, which means if you by any chance have been eliminated, let's word it like that. If by any chance you got eliminated, I am giving you one revive. But you have to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down revive to to claim your free 1 life revive. That's only if you got eliminated. So maybe you guys can have another shot. Who knows? Alright, let's move on to the next question. Think of a Pokemon introduced in Generation 9. Generation 9. If you picked Cetidan, you are out of the game. Out of the game. Alrighty, moving on to the next question. Think of a Pokemon that is part Steel type. Think of a Pokemon that is part Steel type. Alright, got your answer locked in? If you picked Empoleon, you are out of the game. Out of the game. Next question. Think of a fossil Pokemon. Think of a fossil Pokemon. If you picked Dracovish, you are eliminated. You are eliminated. I haven't made nail sounds in a while. Alright, next question. Think of a mythical Pokemon. Mythical Pokemon. If you picked Shaman, you are out of the game. Out of the game. Remember, you have 1 free revive only if you completed my conditions. Alright, next. Think of a Pokemon that evolves using a stone. Think of a Pokemon that evolves using a stone. If you picked Curlia or Gallade, you are out. Curlia or Gallade, you are out. Alright, next question. Think of a legendary Pokemon in a trio. Think of a legendary Pokemon in a trio. Think hard, because you only have 1 life. If you picked Entei, I think, or NT, someone please correct me how to pronounce, you are eliminated. Eliminated. And next question. Think of a Pokemon that can Gigantamax. Gigantamax. If you picked Toxtricity, you are out of the game. Out of the game. Next question. Think of a Pokemon with regional form. Think of a Pokemon with a regional form. If you picked Decidueye, you are out of the game. That is decidui. Decidui, decidui, decidui. Next question. Think of any Pokemon type. Think of any Pokemon type. Is this your favorite Pokemon type, your least favorite Pokemon type, or just a random Pokemon type? Well, choose wisely, because this is your determination whether you go through the next round. If you picked dragon, you are out. Dragon, 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 you are out. Alright, next one. Almost at the end. I hope you made it till the end. Think of a Pokemon champion. Think of a Pokemon champion. Think of a Pokemon champion in 3, 2, 1. If you picked Alder, you are out of the game. You are out of the game. Next one. Think of a professor. Think of a professor. If you picked Professor Juniper, you are out of the game. Out of the game. Alright, up to our last couple questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more questions. Think of a regional early rude bird Pokemon. Think of a regional early rude bird Pokemon. Answer revealed in 3, 2, 1. If you picked Picky Peck, you are out. Picky Peck, Picky Peck, Picky Peck, Picky Peck, Picky Peck, Picky Peck. I like that word, Picky Peck. Alright, next one. Think of any Pokemon region. Think of any Pokemon region. If you picked Paldea, you are out of the game. Out of the game. Remember, you still have that one revive. If you like, subscribe and comment revive down below. Next question. Think of a villain team. Think of a villain team. If you picked Team Aqua, you are out. Eliminated from the game. Eliminated from the game. Alright, next one. Think of a Pokemon that evolves by trading. Evolves by trading. Let me know if this is a hard question. If you picked Phantomp or Trevenant, you are eliminated. Eliminated. Next question. Think of an evolution. Think of an evolution. Is it your favorite? my favorite, a random one, everyone's favorite. Well, if you picked Leafeon, you're out. Leafeon, 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 Leafeon. Alright, on to our couple last questions. Let me know how you are going. If you already got eliminated, if you're still playing the game, I wish you good luck in these final 3 questions. Think of a Pokemon with multiple forms. Think of a Pokemon with multiple forms. Alright. If you picked Meloita, you're out. Or is it Melota? I think it's Meloita. Alright. Think of a Pokemon with exactly 5 letters in its name. 5 letters in its name. Remember, you cannot pick a previous answer that you've said or a previous answer that I have said. You got this. You are in the home stretch. In the home stretch. Okay, that's enough time. If you picked Arbok, you are out of the game. So close. So close, so close, so close. And one more question. If you get eliminated from this last question as actually an L, and it's too late to get your revive, so this is all or nothing if you are in a streak right now. Alright, are you ready? Last question. Think of a starter Pokemon that becomes part fighting type. Think of a starter Pokemon that becomes part fighting type. Okay. What's the answer gonna be? What's the answer gonna be? What is the answer? If you picked Fernape, you are out of the game. Congratulations to everyone who has made it to the end without getting eliminated. Amazing job. Let me know if you made it to the end, or if you got out in the last question, or if you had to use a revive. I hope you guys enjoyed the Pokemon Elimination Game. If you enjoyed this game, feel free to check out my other Pokemon Elimination Games, which I have linked down below. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day and an amazing sleep, and I will see you in my next video. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. Good night, everyone.